My name is Qing. I'm from University of Michigan. It's my great pleasure today. In the past decades, we have witnessed great success of deep neural networks. Although we have made tremendous progress in the last 5 years about understanding deep neural networks, but there's still a huge gap between theory and practice. So what we believe is that the key to understand deep neural network is by exploring the low-dimensional structures of the data, right? So this is the key that for the success of compressed sensing and the sparse representation area. And I think the key to understand deep neural network here is also by looking into the structures, low dimensionalities of the data. And in the last tutorial, we already given some history and background on low dimensional modeling. And in the past few years, the evidence between the connection of low dimensional models and deep networks are emerging in terms of network architectures, representations, and also regularizations. And in last tutorials, we have given tons of evidence in that as well. So in the end of this effort, in 2019, two of my colleagues, actually Professor John Rice from Columbia and Yuqian Zhang from Rutgers, have organized the first workshop on this, as Yi mentioned, in Columbia and New York. In 2020, we make this a workshop named Seeking Low Dimensionality in Deep Neural Networks. And the acronym is given by one of my colleagues and also the organizer here, Professor Atlas Wang from UT Austin. And because of COVID, we make this an online workshop which has approximately 400 registers. And we invited like 10 speakers, particularly talks, in this event. And last year, because of COVID, we also make this online, and we attracted around 500 registered attendees, and we invited more speakers. And this year, we decided to make this workshop in person, and thanks Professor Eric Qing, the president of MBZUAI, and also Philip Perot, which is the head of international institutional research and benchmarking at MBZUAI, really make this workshop taking place in person. And this year we have around 580 registered attendees, and over 100 people are attending in person. And this year we have enlarged our workshop to have 20 spectacular speakers. And this is the agenda of today's workshop. So this morning I will be the moderator, and we have a coffee break around 11. And for the afternoon, we have 4 talks along with poster sessions. Tomorrow, we will have a panel session at the end around 5 p.m. And in the last day, we will have another 7 talks with a poster session. Finally, I want to thank all the organizers that really making this workshop happening. And especially, we like to thank Professor Eric Qing and so a lot of the local chairs that help coordinating this workshop. And also I want to mention, this is a workshop is also part of the AI Quorum that's happening at MBZUAI. I would like to thank for MBZUAI for the generous support on this workshop. Finally, I want to mention is that we are trying to make this workshop as a more focused conference on foundations of deep networks and low-dimensional models in the future. And this is sort of like an annual recursive workshop or conference in the future. And our current plan is to make this taking place in Hong Kong, presumably in December this year. Finally, I want to thank all attendees for making this workshop really happening. Thanks all for attendance.